Hi guys, I hope you're very well. I've rushed back from Pilates to do this now. So I've come out of the living room because Elvis the Lovebird is tweeting. So I've just made myself comfy in the kitchen to do this tonight. So you deserve the very best health that you can possibly get. Oh, we have a visitor. Come here to me. Sit down here beside me. Sit. Sit. Oh, there we go. Oscar the Husky. I don't know whether you can see him there. There he is. Little Oscar the Husky there. So you deserve the very best health that you can possibly get. And I wanted to go through this because there's some sabotaging kind of behaviour going on that we all do. We've all done it. We've all done it. That makes things harder than it needs to be, and I'm all for finding the easier way around things. So I just wanted to tell, like a few stories of clients that I've had that maybe have done these kind of things and things that I've done myself. Now, I don't believe we're all meant to be the same. The media would have us believe that we're meant to be the same height and have the same shoe size and the same eye colour and the same bums, and when boobs are in, everyone has implants, and when butts are in, everyone has butt plants. I just don't believe we're meant to be the same. We should rejoice in the differences that that we have. And you'll say to your friend, oh, look at your little waist. I wish I had a waist like that. And your friend will say, well, I wish I had your boobs. There's always something that you see in someone else that you'd like, but we have to start looking at our own bodies. No one is meant to look exactly like another person, and no one is meant to really kind of, go absolutely crazy and become, super skinny or super fat or anything. But we are supposed to be healthy, and we are supposed to strive for being the best that we can possibly be. And that doesn't mean not enjoying life. So I'd like to go through just a few things that people have done that's self-sabotaging. That is craziness in my mind. So one of the big things that people do is they go back to the same thing over and over again. So whether that's the same diet or whether it's the same exercise plan or the same class or the same slimming class or whatever, they keep going back to it again and again, thinking that they'll get the results their friend got, or they'll get the results other people have got, when it hasn't worked for them. And this is why I like doing Transform. I like dealing with people uniquely. And it's a two-way street, and if something isn't working, then we have to change it. So I did have a lady who really loved her running and enjoyed running. Running is great for the heart, it's great for fitness. And whereas her friend really lost a great deal of weight with the running, she didn't lose a pound. So we had to do something different for her. So we did. So we changed her exercise program, and she dropped 4 stones with me, and she was very happy. Few months down the line, she reappears 4 stones heavier. What are you doing? Well, I don't understand, she says, because I've done a 10K and I've done a half marathon. No one was disputing that she wasn't fit. She was fit. It's just that the running didn't work for her. Didn't work for her body uniquely. So back we went to doing something different, and sure enough, she lost the 4 stones. And then a few months later, she reappears again, 4 stones heavier. Now, I have done this several times with this lady, and she's lost 4 stones and put the 4 stones back on. And she repeatedly goes back to what doesn't work. And even though she looks like she's been super active and she's eating really healthy, it's a form of self-sabotage. So if you've been doing the same class and not getting any results, if you've been eating this particular way and not getting any results, then it's time to change that. It's time to change it, because unless you change it, you're not going to get anything different. The other one is people go, oh, well, I joined a slimming club in the 80s, And my friend lost 4 stones, and then I packed it in because I didn't lose any weight. So then I joined in the 90s, and my friend lost 3 stones, and I didn't lose any weight. So I packed it, and then I joined in 2002. And it goes on like this. If that doesn't work for you, hello, Oscar. He's giving me the paw here. If that doesn't work for you, it's time to change. Everyone is different. We've got to fit something into your life that A, works for your body, and B, works for your life. Yeah, we don't want to be making it harder than it is. We've got to be making it easier. So the question is, why do people go back to doing the thing they know doesn't work? Why do they continually go back to that? And I think that subconsciously it's because they don't believe they deserve it. So I'm here. Are you here, Oscar? I'm here to say that you do deserve it. You do really do deserve it. You deserve to be healthy. You deserve to have body tone. You deserve to be, whatever size you want to be. Now, you may not be a size 8, and you may not be, a supermodel, but you still deserve to be healthy and fit and happy with your body. So I suppose what I want to do is I want you to question, sit down, Oscar, because you're making a lot of noise. I want you to question why you think you might not deserve it. So I have quite a few of you out there at the moment that are being very active and really great, and you're just doing wonderful, yeah? And I've got a few of you that aren't being really active, but you're doing the same things that you did previously. You're doing the same things that you were doing when you contacted me and said, this isn't working. So I want you to question why you do it. Now, I know that some of you will say, oh, well, I eat that way because it's convenient for me to eat that way, when I'm working, or I go to that class because it's convenient for me to go to that class. But you can stick things in that are just as convenient, that work really, really well. And I'm always amazed how people can resist something so small. Like, for instance, how many people resist me on the water? I can't do that. I can't drink water. Can't do it. I want you to drink 1 cup of water. I can't do it. Can't do it. I haven't got time. The other one is people will be doing a class for an hour and a half. And I'll say, well, that class isn't working for you, but I really need to rev your metabolism. And I want you to do a 3-minute step first thing. I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. It's 3 minutes. Your class is an hour and a half, or even 30 minutes. Just do the 3. No, I can't. Why? Why can't you? So there is resistance there, and it's got nothing to do with time or convenience. It really hasn't. You may think it has, but it really hasn't. So I want you to ask yourself some deep questions. Do you deserve to be healthy? Do you deserve to have the body that you want? And of course you do. Of course you do. But you have to believe that. And so when you believe that, and you really do believe it, then you'll stop self-sabotaging. So people usually think that self-sabotage is not doing anything, or is eating a chocolate bar at 3 o'clock when you know you shouldn't and stuff. That is a form of self-sabotage. But the other form of self-sabotage is doing something you know isn't working. Yeah? So if you're doing something that you know doesn't work for you personally, your mate next to you in the circuits class might be getting buff and gorgeous, but if it's not working for you personally, then you've got to change it. And you really do have to. So tonight, what I want you to do is I want you to write down what changes you want to see in your body and in your health. and in your fitness. So I want you to think of the aesthetic, you know. So if it was me, I want to have a smaller waist. I don't really have much of a waist. So I would like a smaller waist that would make me happy. Yeah. For my health, I, would like my bowels to work better and to have a better digestive system. Yeah. For my fitness, I would like to be able to run 10K really comfortably without crying. I do go running, but I don't like it. But I love Oscar, and that's why we go running. So isn't it funny why you do things? You do things for other people. So I love Oscar the Husky, so that's why we go running. So let's see what I could do about that. Now, my body is very used to exercise, very used to it. So instead of taking Oscar the Husky out, I could deviate and go to a dance class because I love my dancing. I do love my dancing, but my body's very used to dancing. See, I've self-sabotaged a little bit there when really I should have taken the dog out. Yeah. Then we've got, the health. What can I do for digestive health? Well, in truth, sleep is a great healer and I don't get enough of it. So I'm taking all my meds and everything, but what do I really need? What does my body, what does my digestive system really need? It needs to stop eating earlier in the day and it needs more sleep. Yeah? So drinking all my potions for my digestive system may not be the answer. I'm just deviating from what I should be doing. Yeah? The aesthetic, I would like a smaller waist, and I would. Even when I was dancing, I really didn't have much of a waist. So I've got to think, is that my body type? No, not really. It's not my body type. I don't really go in very much. That is just my natural shape. So, but I maybe should be more realistic and say, do you know what? It'd be great if I could shrink my waist another 2 inches. That's doable. Yeah. From there, we can review, but that's doable. And am I doing the exercises to shrink my waist 2 inches? Am I? Well, let's kick in and do those correct exercises to shrink my waist. So you can see what you can do. And I want you to do this with you. Yeah. I want you to be truthful and I want you to assess the situation. So when you say, I want a flatter stomach, well, are you eating smaller portions and are you doing your abs exercises? Or are you doing something completely different as a way to distract yourself from actually doing what you should be doing? Yeah, that's a form of self-sabotage. But you go to yourself, but I'm doing it though. I've been really active today and I've done really well. And you might have done really well, but it's not getting you the results you want. So I had to do this talk tonight because I thought it was important because we all do it. We all self-sabotage in this way, and self-sabotage isn't always emotional. It's a physical thing we do to distract ourselves from what we should be doing. We do it at work. We go into a meeting when really we've got some work at our desk we should be doing. We stay up late when we know we've got a big day the next day. So how are you sabotaging your health, fitness, beauty goals? Could you be working more efficiently? Now, if you think, well, you know what? I could be working more efficiently, but I don't know how. That's what I'm here for. So if you're needing a different plan, if you're needing a different diet, come to me. Let's talk about it. Let's chat. Let's figure it out. Let's get some results. Let's do it. So I just wanted to do this tonight because somewhere in the bottom, when you self-sabotage in that way, in the bottom recesses of your mind, you're thinking, I don't deserve this. And so I'm going to self-sabotage, but it's a sneaky way of self-sabotaging, because to the world, it looks like you're being really good. So I want you to have a little think about that. So I hope you're well, and I'll speak to you very soon. Oscar the Husky is laid beside me here, just upside down with his legs in the air. But we got a little peace and quiet outside here in the kitchen, rather than hearing Elvis the Lovebird tweeting away. So I'm looking forward to speaking to you all. I've got a new phone which I've been trying to sync today, but I'm in action. I'm ready to go. So I'll speak to you soon. All right then. Bye.